same way. Too geek, too cool. Put them out. I'm trying to see who's who. You got Melanie Ricks. Go follow Melanie Picks. Whatever Melanie wants, you know that Melanie gets. You got Ben Jim with the track blazing. If you let him tell it, it's amazing. From 12 to 1, that's a power hour. We gon' keep it 100 like a whole dollar. Parliament, but they can pop the couch. Cause Meta kept it so real, made a show about it. And that's the truth, baby. That's the truth, baby. That's the truth, baby. That's the truth, baby. Talk to me. 10-17, 10-17, 10-17. We stay snapping on 10-17, 10-17, 10-17. We get it cracking on 10-17, 10-17, 10-17. Go on platinum on 10-17. What's happening on 10-17?
You know I put the thing on. You are so crazy. What is going on, everybody? Thank you guys for tapping in this lovely Friday. You are tapped into nothing but the truth. Okay? We are live from the American Family Insurance Studios at the Avenue. I'm your girl, Noni Juice, holding it down. And, of course, you know I got my boy, Ben Jammy, with me.
It's amazing.
Purr.
I'm not a boy. I'm a man.
You want me? You literally say it's your boy, Benjamin.
I have to change up my vernacular.
Okay, well, which one is it gonna be, bro? Because you tripping right now.
I just wanted to be on some stuff. That's
always. You always trying to troll. What is up with you?
I'm being Jim, man.
No, because you didn't eat. No, you ate a little bit.
You are 100% right about that. And I'm actually eating right now, thankful of my good friend Noni Juice. Okay, I am eating a Kind bar. Okay, and it's full of granola. All right, it's actually pretty good.
It's very healthy for you.
I can believe it.
Actually, you know what? Why are we talking about food? Because I don't know why we always be starting talking about food. But let me put the people on. I'm about to put the listeners, Truth Nation, I'm about to put y'all on. All right? Because as y'all know, I'm on my little healthy kick or whatever. And I have found this app. It is an app that you all need to download, and it is going to better your health. And here, let me tell you why. With this app, it is called Yuka, Y-U-K-A. I don't know about you Android users, but for iPhone, it's called Yuka, Y-U-K-A, all right? And what you can do with this app is you can scan different foods in the grocery store, and it's going to give you a rating out of 100 on how good that product is or how healthy it is for you and for your body. So it's out of 100, like I said, and it goes from like very bad or like poor, and then it's like bad, and then it's good, and then it's excellent. And so it gives it a scored rating on how good it is for your body. When I tell you guys that my last like grocery store run, the last 2 times, I have done nothing but use this app because, you know, I'm trying to eat healthier. I want things that are better for my body. And I have been scanning this app or scanning the foods in the grocery store with this app, and it has been telling me the healthy foods that's good for me, stuff that I usually buy that I thought was good for me that's not. So you know those Sargento Balance Breaks snacks where it has like the cheese and the little... It's so bad for you. I think that got I wish I could go back and look in the history. I think that got maybe a 0 out of 100.
Why was that? Does it tell you?
It does tell you. So it does tell you, which is another reason why I like the app, because it'll tell you why it's giving it that rating. So for example, if you pull up I'm going to pull up the app right now, and it gives you a history of maybe like the last 25 items that you have looked at. So the honey oat breakfast bar that Benjamin is currently eating right now, if you are tapped in on the YouTube at 1017 The Truth, it is rated 78 out of 100, which is a green. It has a green symbol next to it, which means excellent. All right. The positives about it is the fiber. It's 3 grams of fiber. It's some protein in it. It's 3 grams of protein. The saturated fat is very low. It's 0.5 grams of saturated fat. The sodium, it is low sodium with 35 mg. and there are no additives, no risky additives at all. And then it also shows you the negatives of it.
Okay.
The only
what's the
negative
neggies?
was that it was a bit too caloric. So the calories on that bar is 210 calories. And then the sugar, it says it's a bit too sweet because it's 9 grams of sugar. But that's the only thing that's wrong with it. And so another thing that it has on there, again, I'm talking about the Yuka app that you guys can download, and you can scan your products that you buy at the grocery store, see how healthy it is for you. It'll give you recommended options that you can buy instead. So some of the things are organic, or, you know, they're actually kind of hard to find because I go to Pick and Save to get my groceries, and the Pick and Save doesn't always have like organic, healthy food, you know, like how it should.
Yeah, they
so
advertise
probably like an Outpost or a Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods
Outpost
would
is
have
great.
more of the foods that they recommend instead. But it definitely is a really great app that I think everybody should download so you guys can scan your food. You know what's good for you, know what's not. I've changed my diet. I've changed my bread. We got new bread in the house. We got new snacks in the house. Like, I have gotten rid of a lot of stuff. Honey Nut Cheerios, to my surprise, are terrible for you.
That is a shocker.
Honey Nut Cheerios was like bad. It was really bad. And I'm just like, man, this little BB around here talk about some lower your cholesterol, lower your cholesterol, and really it's hurting you.
It has the heart symbol right on there, so you believe it's better for your heart. You know, but again, you know, here we are. It's 2024. It's the awakening period. Now we have to inform the people what's really good for you. I mean, you know what? Honestly, Juice, I think that app is very innovative. I think it actually will help people make healthier choices. But I think it leaves out one big
what is it?
doo-doo on there, okay? Honestly, I wish that it would also incorporate the fact of the packaging that whatever the food is in. Like yesterday we were having this conversation. Again, this is about the Yuka app.
Y-U-K-A.
Y-U-K-A app. All right, and you can download this on your Apple iPhone or your Android to figure out, you know, if the food that you're eating is actually good for you, and you could honestly end up making better choices. One thing that I feel like the app doesn't factor in, though, is the packaging. All right, we were having this conversation yesterday, all right, with a good friend of ours named Jason Smith. All right, Jason goes on. He's like, hey, Ben, I'm eating these plain of nuts. I'm eating these plain of nuts right now. Oh, my God, they're so good. I don't just believe that they're good. I looked at the Yuka app, took a picture of these, and Yuka told me it was great. It was great. But I was like, Jason, slow down, man.
I know you ain't telling him to slow down.
Well, sometimes you gotta tell these people. I said, slow down. Slow down, Jason, because ultimately you need to be looking at the packaging these items arrive in. All right, one big problem that we have right now in our society are microplastics, all right? Microplastics can be found in almost anywhere now because of how reliant our society has become upon plastic. So water bottles, the packaging this Kind bar is in, all these different things. And microplastics can truly get into your DNA, change your DNA, and actually you end up having, you're more susceptible to develop cancers and things like that.
And I get that.
So if the Yuka app is going to tell me what's good for me, tell me the full thing about the product and the packaging.
I mean, think about it, though.
They can update it, right? They update everything else.
But I'm saying, when it comes to packaging, how else are you gonna package it?
I mean, you don't get things in like paper? No?
How are you gonna get it in paper and it's like on the shelf? You know what I'm saying? Like, how is it gonna be preserved in paper?
I'm gonna get on my Tory Low.
Come on, let me know.
Because we gotta reshape. What you say? We gotta regroup, reshape, and rethink our communities. Okay, that's what we really gotta do. We ultimately gotta regroup, reshape, and rethink how we even think about packaging our products. If we really want to live in a safer, healthier society or nation, if you will, then we gotta rethink these types of things. We know microplastics are not only just bad for the ocean, but they're bad for our bodies. All right, I don't even want to go down the rabbit hole necessarily, but some people would also allude to the fact that microplastics are so deeply woven inside of the human DNA now that you can go ahead and have a baby and the baby's already infiltrated with a bunch of microplastics. All right. So again, all I'm saying is kudos to Yuka, but you could be lying to me.
Oh my
okay, I actually wanted to say that. That was one line I've been thinking of ever since I heard about the Yuka app. But no, Yuka needs to actually update some things and think about the packaging that these products arrive in. Because a lot of times it's not even necessarily the food that's killing us; it's the packaging it's arriving in. Right? Like you go ahead and you drink a bottle of water and you thinking everything's all hunky dory. You thinking it's all great because man, I'm on this health kick, I'm on this diet, and I'm drinking my Aquafina. But Aquafina is damn near soda, okay? It's the worst water that you could actually be drinking. And on top of that, it arrived in a plastic bottle. Me, personally, I like to drink out of glass bottles, all right?
And shout out to Jaden Smith, too, who has the boxed water.
Jaden Smith, we look.
You saw that video?
Look, he out here humping on boys, okay? He humped on Justin Bieber.
Gosh.
And Justin Bieber took it. Take that.
You know,
probably been at Diddy house too much, but.
Oh, man. I don't know if y'all saw it, Troop Nation, but with Jaden Smith, it was a video going around backstage at Coachella of him embracing our beloved Justin Bieber. Now, you know, they are very good friends. You know, they grew up together.
They seem like they're good friends.
They've been around each other since children. And the video is Jaden Smith approaching Justin Bieber from behind. He sways his hips from side to side from behind Justin Bieber as if he was rubbing up on something. And then once Justin realizes that it was Jaden Smith, he turns around, embraces him with a kiss on the cheek, and then they go on about their conversation. That is what Benjamin is referring to.
That's exactly what I'm referring to. I mean, if we're talking about diets and stuff, it seems like Jaden Smith loves meat. Okay, he wants meat.
Now, is he gay?
Beef.
Because I remember before he was having a discussion saying that like Tyler the Creator was his boyfriend, but I didn't know if he was like trolling. Because you know people just be trolling all the time, especially the younger generation. They don't really take anything seriously, to my understanding. You know, they're very comfortable in the skin that they are in. So I don't know if that's accurate or not, but do you think that was true? You
know, honestly, as I've grown and matured, okay, I learned that unless I'm in the room with you, I don't know you're gay. Okay, so unless I see you and I'm in the same room with you, that's the only way I know you're gay. Okay, same. So for all these people out here saying,
but even if you are in their room, how do you know that they're gay?
I saw something then, right? Like I would have saw something.
No, but I'm saying if a gay person just walks into the room and they don't announce that they're gay, how do you know that they're gay if they're just regular?
Man, you know it's 101 genders out here and people got so many different beliefs. Man, I don't even want to put it on nobody unless I see the tape. You know,
unless you see the tape.
Unless I see the tape, man. If it's real, show me the video.
So if a man were to come up to you and say, "Yeah, I got a boyfriend," you gonna be like, I gotta see the tape, brother.
I'm not saying I want to see it, but show me the video. If it's real, then say no more. Show me the video.
Release the video.
If that's the case. You know, but hey, you know, everybody has their own idea and perception of how they want to go about things. Oh, there go Chevy Johnson right there. But no, everybody has their ways about going about things. So ultimately, you know, whether you choose to use this Yuka app to figure out if you're eating the healthiest products, or whether you know you want a beef stick and you want to be like Jaden Smith, it's all up to you.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You can't say he wants a beef stick just based off of the embrace that he gave Justin Bieber.
I'm talking about food.
What? You are not talking about food.
I was just talking about
You are not talking about food. You are talking about a beef stick. You're talking about a beef stick. And you know why you're talking about a beef stick. Why you talking about Jaden Smith and beef sticks if you ain't talking about a different type of beef stick? What are you saying?
Because Jaden Smith loves beef sticks.
How do you know? How do you know that? Did he say that to you?
I've seen him eat one.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
So just because somebody eats something, that means they love it?
Look, the way he was munching on that beef stick.
How was he munching on the beef stick? You don't even know what you're saying.
Look, all I'm saying is at the end of the day, it is your choice, all right? And I'm not here to judge anybody. All I want to do is, just like the Yuka app, update you, all right? That's what I'm here for. I'm here for an update, all right? That's what I'm doing.
I guess. Well, anyway, it is, what is it called? Freaky Friday.
It's Freaky Friday, but it's also... You know, because it's people out here who love to celebrate. So
tomorrow?
Today's like 420 Eve right now.
What does that even mean? Should we get into it on the other side?
Yes, because I have a theory.
All right, you guys. Make sure you keep it locked here. We're going to get into Freaky Friday, and then Ben is going to give us his theory on 420 Eve if you celebrate. You are tapped into Nothing But the Truth. I'm your girl, Noni Juice, holding it down with Ben Jammin'.
It's amazing.
And we will be right back.
Don't touch that dial. Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks will be right back on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call That's All Gruber Cash giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
This is Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers on 1017 The Truth.
There are individuals in our community who certainly need health services, a variety of health services. What if they do not have health insurance? How can you serve that population?
Our community health center allows patients to come to our clinic regardless of their ability to pay, and that's part of our federal funding. You can come to our clinic and be seen based on what we call a poverty level. So anyone 200% or below a poverty level can be seen in our clinic for anywhere from $20 to $40 for that visit. So in other words, if your visit is a $400 visit and you fall on our sliding scale where you pay $20 for your visit, you would not be responsible for the $400. You'd only be responsible for $20 for that visit. Also, our pharmacy prescriptions are very, very affordable as well. Where you would normally pay, let's say for an inhaler, $240 a month for an inhaler, at our facility that would cost you about $4 or $5.
It's very good to know you guys have a sliding scale that makes it very, very affordable.
Behind every minority and woman-owned business is a dream. Sometimes growing that dream takes extra funding. The Associated Bank Community Uplift Loan is here to turn your business dreams into reality. Apply online and get up to $50,000 in as little as one business day. With competitive rates and more accessible credit score requirements, we're making it easier than ever to fuel your company's growth. Let us uplift your business with the support it deserves. Visit associatedbank.com/uplift to learn more. Subject to credit approval, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your drink, sir?
This virtual vacation is brought to you by Milwaukee Mitchell International Airport. For the full experience, visit flymke.com to explore our many nonstop destinations. With super convenient parking and low fares, flying from Milwaukee makes traveling so easy, it's like starting your vacation early. Fly easy, fly MKE.
Come in with straight truth.
When we talk about giving more money to these ideas and we are pouring into NPS, sometimes people wonder, is they pouring into a cup with a hole in it? They got raises. We got one of the highest paid superintendents in the state. Where the money going? And not only for NPS, where's all the money going that's coming in to help the city of Milwaukee? Is it being managed correctly? I'm talking about on all sides.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. This is Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Back, everybody. You are tapped into Nothing But the Truth. I am your girl, Noni Juice, holding it down with Ben Jammin'.
It's amazing.
And you hear the music, so you already know that it is Freaky Friday. I'm going to let Ben Jammin' go first.
Oh, really? I can go?
We literally, yes.
Maybe I caught some contact from somebody out there in Truth Nation.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. So with that being said, Truth Nation, it is Freaky Friday. And you know we love to get freaky on Freaky Friday. Happens to be April 19th, the day right before a lot of y'all out there finna begin y'all celebrations. All right. I know across, if not just the nation, the globe, everybody cannot wait until April 20th. I don't even really know why. I don't understand the big deal. However, there are people out there who is like, you know what, I want to celebrate. If you want to celebrate, that's all right with me. All right. With that being said, Truth Nation.
I almost said something.
What you gonna say?
How you gonna celebrate that?
Celebrate what?
Whatever the holiday is tomorrow.
I mean, people gonna smoke. People gonna smoke, roll up.
I mean,
roll up.
that's not legal.
Look, this broadcast is broadcasted all across the nation. All right, you don't have to be in Wisconsin.
I guess our Illinois friends.
Yeah, with your Illinois friends, or you could actually be in Wisconsin, blowing down some Delta 8 if you like. Okay, that's actually true. Get some edibles from Delta 8 or some CBD if you like to participate. I actually went to a CBD party a few years ago. Okay, so with that being said, it's just one of the things that if you like to celebrate, go ahead, have at it. You know, some people say that it relaxes them, helps their anxiety, helps their depression, helps even spark up a appetite, if you will. And with that being said, I am not biased to how people like to celebrate. All right, if you want to celebrate, go ahead and turn on some Snoop Dogg gin and juice. You know, turn on that Wiz Khalifa rolling papers. Turn on some Lil Wayne, Cushions My Cologne. You know, turn on some of that if you really want to participate, or some Bob Dylan. All right, but not, however, neither here or there. All right, my Freaky Friday happens to do with what some people would actually say is the legend behind the great day of April 20th, 420. Right? All right, so with that being said, I'm going to take y'all down
Educate us, Benjamin.
I'm going to take you down a little bit of a rabbit hole of how people say the legend of April 20th started. All right, so April 20th is an unofficial holiday that celebrates the existence of marijuana. All right, or whatever you like to call the green buzz, that's now legal to smoke recreationally in over half of the American states. All right, but what does 420 have to do with Adolf Hitler? All right,
and Hitler?
Hitler.
Man, this goes way back.
This is finna go deep now. We're going down a rabbit hole, Truth Nation. Now, the connection between 420 and Hitler lies in the fact that the former German Führer, all right, I don't even know how, basically the president of Germany at the time, who was Adolf Hitler, was born on April 20th, 1889, all right? But other than this one similarity, the holiday of marijuana, all right, regardless of what rumors and tales fly, they believe that one of the reasons why Germany or Amsterdam even was one of the first countries to, quote unquote, legalize or have some kind of recreational celebrations with the day of 420 or with marijuana is to actually celebrate their four-year, all right? Adolf Hitler. All right, so it just basically ties crazy. People always out here trying to figure out why they smoking on 420 and all these other things. They say that a lot of German, again, this is legend has it, a lot of German soldiers and army men on the day of Adolf Hitler's birthday to commemorate his legacy, they decided to light up a joint, and that ideology has been spread ever since the ending of World War II.
So you mean to tell me the reason why American people celebrate 420 is because of Hitler?
Legend has it.
What?
Legend has it. That is.
If I were you, I would not celebrate anymore.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't, especially after that newfound information. It's kind of like, wait, what? That's a legend behind it. I'd have to put it down for that day. I'm like, he don't deserve nothing. He don't deserve nothing from me. All right, I'm just gonna wait till the next day.
That is crazy, actually.
Yeah, it's very interesting because even when you think about the idea of like Amsterdam, you know, that was one of the most notorious concentration camps that they had and things like that. They again were one of the first cities, or one of the first cities in all of the world to be able to be like, hey, you can actually smoke freely here and do all these other things here. You got to wonder why that is, and one of the biggest reasons is the legend has it, alludes back down to Adolf Hitler's day or birthday being on April 20th. Interesting.
Oh, wow. Well, there you go. You weed smoker people. You're celebrating Hitler while you partake. But that was Ben's Freaky Friday.
That was my Freaky Friday.
My Freaky Friday is really freaky, honestly. It's very weird. I don't even know how this came across my timeline. Oh, I know how, because I follow blog sites like The Shade Room and Hollywood Unlocked and Neighborhood Talk. But when I was doing my scrolling not too long ago, and I sent this to you, Ben, I don't know if you know what this is. But I was scrolling through on my social media, and I saw a post that stopped me in my tracks, and it said sensitive content. And when I saw that, I said, you know, I don't even know if I want to look at this. But my curiosity led me down this path, and I still was looking. It says a Brazilian woman was arrested after wheeling her dead uncle into a bank to sign for a loan. My God. My God, let me tell you about this story, all right?
Was she wrong?
So a Brazilian woman is going viral after being arrested for wheeling her dead uncle, air quotes around uncle, into a Rio de Janeiro bank to sign for a loan. On Tuesday, April 16th, Erica, I cannot say the rest of her name, was seen on video pushing a wheelchair with a corpse in front of a teller at the bank. In the video, she claims the 68-year-old man is her uncle named Paulo Roberto Braga. And she then attempts to get the dead man to sign a bank loan for 17,000, I guess you would say currency, which is our currency here, about $3,200. All right.
That's all she needed?
Yes.
Oh,
in the video, the man appears pale in the face and his head drops several times in various unnatural angles whenever the Brazilian woman isn't supporting his head. Two female bank tellers. You bogus. Two female bank tellers also comment on the dead man's appearance, noting the same descriptions. In the video, the lady is also seen trying to put a pin in the dead man's hands and force him to sign the paperwork. The woman is heard saying, "Uncle Paulo, can you hear me? You need to sign it. If you don't sign it, there is no way. I cannot sign for you. This is a document. Here is your name, Paulo Roberto Braga. You must hold the pen." The lady still attempts to have the dead man sign the document, which only causes the staff to become even more concerned.
You bogus.
Wait a minute.
Man, hey, I watched this video.
I'm almost done.
Go ahead.
Oh my God. One of the tellers repeated, "No, he is not well. His color, look." The woman then says, "If you are not well, I will take you to the hospital. Do you want to go to the emergency room again?"
Did she reply for him?
Eventually, the bank staff called the police, resulting in the lady being arrested. She has since been charged with fraud, and her dead uncle was taken to the morgue. Police have launched an investigation to determine if the man, whose identity has not been officially confirmed as Paulo, died from natural causes or another means that would warrant a homicide investigation. They are also trying to establish the relationship between the lady and her uncle, whom officials say was dead for at least 2 hours. My God. You know what? I used to be a bank teller. All right.
Oh, for real?
I used to be a bank teller. Well, it wasn't a bank. It was a credit union. Shout out to UW Credit Union. But anyway, I used to be a teller at UW Credit Union. And let me tell you, if somebody came in there in a wheelchair looking dead, I would be so distraught. I don't even know how I would handle the situation, because it's like, I'm calling the police. You're crazy. You're crazy, lady. And she's trying to act like he's still alive.
And she talking to him in his
ear.
She
holding the pen in his hand.
Hello, I cannot do this for you.
Trying to lift his head up. His head just dangling all everywhere. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. And it was only for like $3,200 American dollars. I know she wasn't in America, but still, that could be a lot of money, in her country.
That's definitely a lot of money in her country.
But if this is her uncle, this is how you do him. I understand why they want to do an investigation. Because if she doing all that, why were you even with him while he was dead?
Look,
did you kill him, lady? I guess they're going to find out. But that was just so disturbing to me. And it just goes on to show, like we talked about on Jam with Juice yesterday, people in this world are crazy. We are living in a crazy time. I'm staying prayed up. Because what? I'm over it.
Yeah, Juice. I think that was a very Freaky Friday. I mean,
man, what would you do?
I just look. I wouldn't want to be Paulo. That's all I know. Like, and this is the.
We don't even know if that's his name.
Yeah, it's just like, this is why it's important to set up your life. Like, set up the foundation for your life, so when you are old and crippled, like, you need to be having somebody there who can take care of you while you old like that. And we talk about a lot of times, like, being in relationships, having relationships, and it's just like, once you're older and you're trying to find somebody who could take care of you, like, you really need to start thinking about, like, dating somebody who knows how to identify a stroke or something. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, like the signs of certain things.
The signs of a stroke are like just the signs of like, again, even like if you died. If you died, don't wheel me to my bank so you can take my money.
That is so bad.
Like, it's terrible. But she's thinking like a criminal. You know, she's thinking like a criminal. Some people would say she could be a scammer or even a hustler. You know, but ultimately, man, it's just like, did she kill her quote unquote said uncle? We don't know. You know, I think
right. This could have been a sugar daddy or something, and now, like, you know, she was sticking around until he croaked over, and now that he done passed away, she want to take advantage of it, saying that that's her uncle. I mean, allegedly, I don't know. I'm just speaking.
You know, if she was in America, she could have got away with this.
How so?
I mean, honestly, you know, with how we got our bank system set up these days, like, she may have just been able to like send a screenshot of his face and then had it electronically signed.
No, because with a large amount, especially if it's not you, like you're coming in on behalf of somebody else because you need to assist them. There's like paperwork and there's documents and there's things you have to fill out for them to even be able to do that for you, if that makes sense.
If you had any kind of money, though, like, I don't want to give anybody any ideas, but people are stealing money left and right. I know y'all saw what happened over there in LA, the $30 million stolen over there. Like, people are getting desperate at this point. They're trying to do anything they can to actually be able to feed themselves and possibly even their family. And, you know, I feel bad for this gentleman for having to go through, you know, not even being able to rest peacefully after he had already passed.
Bro, I would be so angry.
I wonder if she got him dressed up.
Family, he did. He had the shirt. It was a button up with some shorts. He came in there proper.
Like, and then she put the shades on him and stuff.
Oh my God! Like,
like you said, he just
limp. Just limp head. Just eyes ain't open, mouth ain't working, hands ain't working, feet just dangling out.
She said, Paulo, say this or nothing can happen.
And Chauncey tapped in on the talk and text line at 833-212-1017 and said $3,200 is worth close to $17,000 in Brazil.
Wow. That's crazy. She was trying to come up, man.
No, she was definitely trying to come up. But I wonder if she regrets that. You know, I wonder if, you know, once this all gets figured out and let's see if she goes to jail or not, but I wonder if she will regret doing that. If she looks back when she gets older like, man, I really wish I could take back what I did in my past.
I mean, take that. Because, you know, ultimately, like, everybody, when they go and do a crime, they end up thinking to themselves like, man, was it really worth it?
Yeah.
You know, because ultimately she didn't get paid out of this. She just made herself look like a fool and became content on 1017 The Truth.
No, for real.
Like that's what just happened. That's as far as her success went.
Like, right? Legit.
But otherwise, being locked up in a Brazilian prison is no joke. Okay,
it's no not. But that's where she belongs to be. Like, just stay there, be with them people. Now you get nothing. Now you get nothing, and you probably ain't gonna be able to come out and do anything with that.
I mean, the sad thing is she probably had nothing before, you know.
But still, now you got less. Like, come on now.
Like, she's going to have to look back at her past forever now and just be like, dang, I really messed up. I can't believe I wheeled the dead man into a bank.
Exactly. And so, Truth Nation, that's what we want to ask you guys moving forward for the rest of the show. Is there anything in your past that you have done that you wish you didn't do? Like, if there's something that you look back on and you're just like, listen, I really wish I wouldn't have done that.
I wish I would have messed with that fat roly-poly girl back when I was like 18.
Oh, yeah.
They used to call her Baby D.
Why you putting her name out there? They probably know who you talking about.
I don't care.
You know, Racine folks be listening.
I live my truth.
833-212-1017. What do you guys regret, if anything? If you could go back, change your past, what would it be? That is what we are going to tap into on the other side. And I have an example because Rihanna said some things the other day that was posted about how she regrets a couple of things too. All right, stay locked in, everybody. You are tapped into Nothing But the Truth. We'll be right back.
Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
At We Energies, we're committed to building a bright, sustainable energy future. We're investing in clean energy projects like solar, wind, and battery storage. As a leader in the decarbonization effort, our goal is to achieve net zero carbon emissions from our generation fleet by 2050. It's part of our plan to provide the affordable, reliable, and clean energy you depend on. Learn more at weenergies.com. We Energies, people you can trust, energy you can depend on. This message was paid for by the stockholders of WEC Energy Group.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. My training helps me at work when I lead by example. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Telly Hughes with his truth.
How many times have we been told perception is reality? Look, I'm not here to dispute that, but as true as that statement is, it couldn't be further from the truth when it comes to social media. The way we perceive something or somebody on social media is typically nowhere near how things are in their real lives. Unfortunately, identifying the difference between people's online life versus their real lives gets compromised because people want it to be real. And that's okay. What's not okay is people trying to live up to these fictitious lives that's being presented and getting thousands of likes. You often see posts of people on vacation with the caption, "Living my best life," or "So-and-so doesn't owe me anything." Again, nothing wrong with that. But I wish people would view social media like they do SportsCenter. On those type of sports shows, they only show the highlights of the game. Highlights. On social media, you're only seeing the highlights of people's lives because you probably won't get many likes on a post that shows you stressing over having more bills than money and trying to figure it out. The point is, don't get caught up trying to live up to something that isn't even real. Influencers are going to influence, and some have made a hefty living doing so. But happiness isn't a one-size-fit-all contraption. Create your own happiness. Plan out how you're going to obtain it, and then protect it the same way you would guard your most prized possession.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
One call, that's all with Gruber Law Offices. If you or a loved one is ever injured in an accident, I do not want you to hesitate to make one call, that's all, to a law firm that has proven results. When it comes to these insurance companies, they are not working in your best interest. They will send you to the hospital and trying to get records after records after records because they do not want to pay out, even though you paid in for their service. Don't fight with them. Get a law firm like Gruber Law Offices that will truly stand up for you. And they also, again, get proven results. They've been serving the people of the state of Wisconsin for 35 plus years. And what I love about them, they provide the best care, the best service, the best representation because it is their priority at Gruber Law Offices. There's also no fee. There's no cost to call. There's no cost to get consultation. There's no cost to retain them as a law firm. They do not make you pay a single penny until they win your case. Call Gruber today at 414-276-6666, 414-276-6666, or visit them at gruber-law.com because it's one call, that's all with Gruber Law Offices.
You are listening to Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks on 1017 The Truth, the Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Maybach music. Fish tanks and marble floors, living big and bad. Laugh until they hit with my official jab. Crack smoke is the exhaust from my pen and pad. Ghost writers, they get the floss, what you could have had. Record label taking a loss, are you in your bag?
What's going on, y'all? You're tapped into Nothing But the Truth. I'm your girl, Noni Juice, holding it down. And we've got Benjamin.
It's amazing.
Shout out D-Day Brothers, the other ones and tools. That's Rick Ross's this, right?
White boy.
Listen, I think I know. Court was telling me he heard some stuff, and he think he know why Kendrick hasn't dropped that diss yet.
Kendrick not finna drop just yet, bro.
I know, but he's saying he thinks he knows why.
What? Okay, since we're here on Truth Nation, let's figure this out. Why?
So, and I think it's kind of valid too. But you could tell me you know a little bit more about music. So He was saying that Drake has never officially claimed that song to be his. It's not on it's not nowhere but YouTube.
Nah, I think Drake.
And so, with that being said,
You
we
talking
don't
about 50 push-ups?
Yeah.
Or the
No,
push-ups?
the Drake disc. It was push-ups.
It's not called push-ups. It's called drop and give me 50 or
No,
something
it's
like
called push-ups.
That was the
Bro,
he just dropped it on all streaming platforms. It's called
when
push-ups.
just like today.
Yes.
Okay, who's on the credits?
Drake.
Just Drake only.
Well, we know OVO Sweatshop. Yeah.
I'm like, I want to know.
We know that much, okay? But go on with your theory. I'm interested.
But anyway, before he dropped it, they were saying that Kendrick potentially wasn't dropping his diss yet because he was waiting for Drake, one, to actually claim that it was his because it was so far just only on YouTube. And it wasn't anywhere else, even though Drake has a whole deal with Apple Music, I think, actually.
Yep,
and then also, we feel like he didn't drop that on anything because you had to say who was on the credits, who helped you write it, and things like that. And also, what if he potentially used some AI as well?
I mean,
because then you can't claim it.
I think right now what we're seeing is the battle of the gods when you're talking about the best rappers. You know, I think what's going on is Kendrick is about to fire back. However, I think it's going to be some time before he does because as Kendrick does, he's going to write all of his rhymes. Whereas when it comes to Drake, he has a whole team behind him. So I think that's one of the biggest reasons Kendrick is waiting. And again, also Taylor Swift is dropping, I think she just dropped today or she's dropping like next week. Something like
Today.
that. Yeah, she just dropped today. So no, he definitely didn't want to drop today because ultimately whatever Kendrick dropped, it might have actually been overshadowed by whatever Taylor Swift got going on. When Kendrick drops, he wants the whole world to hear it, not just half the world, but all of the world to hear it. Just like as when they dropped the Metro Boomin joint. So that's why I believe Kendrick hasn't dropped yet, but just know it's coming because he ain't finna just let nobody just test his pen, you know. Otherwise, if that was the case, he might have to go back to his past and rewrite some stuff.
Man, listen, I just know that when he finally does, and I'm going to leave it here, I think it's going to be big. And I think, like his friend said, it's going to be
he ain't going to miss
the end of an era.
No, I don't think it's not going to be the end of Aubrey. Okay, let's be clear.
I didn't say Aubrey. I just said it's going to be the end of an era. Now, what era? I don't know, but it might end something. Okay. It might put something down to something. Some dog getting laid to rest.
I mean, Gilly the Kid went on to say that he believes this whole beef right now is soft anyway.
I mean, yeah, it is. I mean,
you think it's soft?
It's Drake.
I don't think it's soft. I think this is actually really well calculated. I think we're talking to about two businessmen and not just two regular rappers.
Nah, Drake right now is not moving like he's moving really weird right now.
He's a business.
He's moving really weird with all his social media antics right now. Like
he's a
that,
businessman.
That to me is not a business. That to me looks like you scared. That to me looks like you trying to distract everybody from what's really going on. Like it's weird to me personally. And I like Drake. Like I listen to his music.
Guerrilla Warfare.
I appreciate what he got going on. A lot of tracks to my childhood and my adolescence, but he's moving just a little weird out here. That's all I'll say about that. But anyway, we want to talk about Rihanna right now because I got a question for Truth Nation. Well, really, it was a question Ben kind of had when we were in the producer studio. But there was an interview on a red carpet that Rihanna did with Vogue, and she was reflecting on some of her fashion icks, as you would call it, things that she doesn't really appreciate that she did back in the day. And one of the things was she looks back at some of her pictures with her nipples out and some pictures of her and just her panties. Remember, she had that iconic look when she was in that little thong and she had like the little diamonds all over her, the crystals and things like that. She looks back at that and was like, oh my God, I cannot believe I did that.
Seriously, I look at it and I say, ugh.
Even I think as a new mother, she's like, as a young mother now, it's an evolved thing. And she doesn't feel like that was kind of classy back in the day. But my thing is, and this is what I'm kind of confused about, is
see-through
we're living in a generation right now where a lot of the young girls, that is what they're doing. They're proud to show their nipples. They're proud to be showing their thongs. They're proud to be showing their bodies and all of their assets that they have. And, if that's what you want to do, so be it. But I'm a little confused because they're saying that, yeah, Rihanna, she just elevated, she's more evolved now. She's more mature. She's more classy. She's an older lady. She doesn't want to be doing all of that. But I thought that women were saying that that's women empowerment. So if it's women empowerment, is that something you really grow from? if you got your nipples out and you want to have, the cute little thong panties on and things like that, is that an unclassy look? Because people are saying like, yeah, she wants a more classy look now, but by saying she wants a more classy look now, that means what she was doing before was classless. But we're living in a society now where you got like a Megan Thee Stallion just twerking to promote a song and having every woman twerk to promote a song, and it's just like, okay, where are we at with this? Because they're just showing everything. And then that went on for you guys to say that every girl needs to have a hoe phase, right?
Something like that, that free-spirited phase, spirited in a way, I think that is not even just, indicative for women to have, but I think men need to have that as well. You need that time in your life where you're actually just out there exploring, figuring out what you like. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure it out first. I don't want to necessarily see it through the dress first. Like, maybe I'm the type of person that I might like a little bit more booty than I like breast, or maybe vice versa. So it's just one of the things that you need to figure out,
I don't know. I think it's a different for men versus women. I don't think women get that same leniency. No, leniency on the idea. Like, a man can do whatever he want to do with however many women he want to do it to, and he's looked at as the man, but a girl can't just go around here having like 50 to 100 bodies and y'all are going to look at her as like, oh, that's still valuable. Well, some people, but,
she can. She just got to move out of that state after.
What you mean? Okay, I'm saying, what if it was across the state? What if, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas? Drake had that very famous song.
You got to move out the country then, man, because ultimately, for real, honestly, you know what? Especially when we're talking about women and women who feel a little more free-spirited or something like that, feel like they need to have multiple sex partners. Ultimately, what that person could do once they're done in that city and or state or that country is just move to a different country, because ultimately what a man wants when he finds a woman is to feel like he's the only person who's ever had her. So if you want to go ahead and run a few trains, whatever, go ahead and do your thing, But ultimately, when it comes down to actually finding a mate, if that is your end-all goal, then just move out to a different country so that can actually happen for you and both of y'all can be satisfied.
I don't think you got to move to another country, but you could it could get deleted.
I mean, look at Kim Kardashian, man.
Your free-spirited ways can be deleted. Who said that? That Britney girl?
Yeah, it cannot be deleted. All right? Those spirits are in you, okay? Everything.
It could be deleted if you don't bring it up, if you don't talk about it, if you never tell nobody, I guess.
I mean, it's true, because honestly, it's like, look, when you get into these relationships, like, do you really want to know about your partner's past? Like, people say they want to know about their partner's past, but do you really want to know? Because it could get really skeptical. It could get really sketchy. Like, we only got a few minutes left. Truth Nation, call in right now. 833-212-1017, 1017. Honestly, do you want to know about your partner's past or not? Would you rather just be like, you know what? I met this person how I met them, and,
where we at is where we at.
Yeah. Or would you rather know about the person's past? Like, I know for me, if I was, in a relationship, I personally want to know about, my girl's past.
All of it?
Yes.
Everything?
I want to know, because today I got to figure out if you were born female or male.
Okay.
I got to see what's really going on, because it's pictures out here now. Because look, you know what, Truth Nation, I consider myself to be a sapiosexual. All right, and I love women. However, I done seen some trans out here looking pretty sexy. Okay, I definitely
that's
have.
that sapiosexual.
I definitely
sapiosexual.
I done scrolled down my timeline before, be like, damn, she looked good. Only to find out that when she was 8, she was Dylan. You know what I'm talking about? So it's just one of them things. Like, I definitely want to know my partner's past, just to find out some things. Ultimately, even with that being said, to some people,
But are you going to judge her, though?
Maybe not. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not even a judgmental person, unless. Never mind. I'm not even finna go down that rabbit hole. But I personally would want to know, just in case, for some people out there, having sexual activities is, to me, my thing in life is you just need to figure out what you like. You need to figure out who you are, and a lot of times those different avenues that people say are a darker path, even a lighter path, all lead you to become who you really are.
I mean, it can, but I don't like to say that people should go searching in that way just so they can know who they are. I don't think that someone needs to be a full-spirited person just so they can learn who they are, because then at the end of the day, they end up being like, man, I wish I wouldn't have done X, Y, and Z. I wish I wouldn't have went down that path. I wish I wouldn't have thought that I had to do X, Y, and Z just to get to where I am today. That's not cool.
But I mean, ultimately you do need experience. All right, so you do need to experience yourself. Yesterday on Jamming with Juice, the podcast, late night at 6 p.m., one of the questions was, would you rather, would you rather, just live this clean, peaceful life, or would you rather have a little risk in there? And I said I'd rather have risk. I'd rather have some kind of risk in my life. I'd rather have to take some kind of risk so I can have some challenges so ultimately I can become a better person. If I don't ever go down the dark alley and come out clean, then what happens to me? You know what I'm saying? Like I need some kind of
Benjamin. Let us know, Truth Nation, 833-212-1017. Do you care about your partner's past? Do you want to know everything when you meet them? Or you just want to leave it where it was and you are only going to appreciate them for what they bring you right now? All right, 833-212-1017. You are listening to Nothing But the Truth. We'll be right back.
Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it's your boy Benjamin.
And your girl Noni Juice.
Y'all know what time it is.
It's time to get jamming with Juice.
The hottest brand new show in town, Jamming with Juice.
Real conversations, juicy interviews, and a whole lot of fun.
From trending topics to what's happening on the streets, we got you.
Sip on Jamming with Juice every Thursday at 6 p.m. where we're always keeping it juicy.
It's amazing. Catch Jamming with Juice exclusively on YouTube.
This is Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers on 1017 The Truth.
There are individuals in our community who certainly need health services, a variety of health services. What if they have health insurance? How can you serve that population?
Our community health center allows to pay, and that's part of our federal funding. You can come to our clinic and be seen based on what we call a poverty level. So anyone 200% or below a poverty level can be seen in our clinic for anywhere from $20 to $40 for that visit. So in other words, if your visit is a $400 visit and you fall on our sliding scale where you pay $20 for your visit, you would not be responsible for the $400. You'd only be responsible for $20 for that visit. Also, our pharmacy prescriptions are very, very affordable as well. Where you would normally pay, let's say for an inhaler, $240 a month for an inhaler, at our facility that would cost you about $4 or $5.
It's very good to know you guys have a sliding scale that makes it very, very affordable.
Happy Financial Literacy Month from Educators Credit Union. If you're dreaming of financial freedom, new ways to pay down debt, or tips to invest in your future, Educators Credit Union can help. They offer budgeting tools, personal finance courses, and debt solutions to turn your financial dreams into reality. Learn more at ECU.com. That is ECU.com. Membership at Educators Credit Union is open to anyone who lives or works in southeastern Wisconsin, and they are federally insured by NCUA.
Riverside Theater on April 26th will be the place to be. The One World Music Festival is coming to Milwaukee, and it will feature great local artists that you don't want to miss. Performances by Chicken P, 414 Big Frank, and many more. There will also be special tributes to honor artists of the past, like the great Cuckoo Cow, Baby Drew, and Ray Nitty. April 26th. Get your tickets today by visiting PatsTheaterGroup.com and search One World Music Festival.
It is Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I turn shorty up, sipping on that 1942. I got my 42. Oh, you got your 42. I got 40 of them. I rock Cardi's, you can't see my eyes cause I be pouring up. I've been around with choppers A since I'm glad you bought him up. R.I.P. my uncle, free my youngin'. He OD'd up, I heard you around up. Now I like to pay. I hit 60 out of 62, I'm talking bad. I talk cash shit, I like to crash.
Truth Nation, one call, that is all.
One call, that's all.
That is right. Now's your chance to be entered in to win one call, that's all 5K giveaway, 5K giveaway. Yes, you heard that right. A chance to win $5,000. Call right now, 833-212-1017, and be caller number 6 right now, and you'll be entered in to win $5,000. Remember, if you or a loved one has been injured in an accident, call Gruber Law offices now. One call, that's all. Be call number 6 for your chance to be entered in to win this money from the One Call, That's All 5K giveaway. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com. Call right now, 833-212-1017.
All right, we caller number 6. Now I'm going to head to the lines really quickly with this last minute of our time. All right, so we got Marcus Henry on the line. He says, all men want to know a woman's past and women want to know a man's future. Okay, Brian, he says trans folks are just aliens undercover. Wow, that's very rude.
But Brian also went on to go say, he says, try interviewing a porno woman who has over 200 men a session. They are available for podcast interviews.
And Benjamin really would love to do that. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
That's a good one, Brian. Series of porn stars. Forget it.
Craig.
Get this thing going.
Craig says it all depends on what info you looking from the potential's past. If you're going to look for something you possibly can't handle, then don't ask. Because if it's going to change your opinion on that person, then don't. But if it's just to not have any secrets, any surprises or whatnot between you two, then go for it. But if you're not planning on being with this person for the long haul, then leave the past in the past. Just live in the present and be happy enjoying each other's company. All right. Brian also says views pay over and over, so sex-related interviews may put your channel on YouTube in a very profitable space. Good luck to y'all. Thank you, Brian. We appreciate the positivity. We're going to try to get that porno on our show, Jam with You. But right now, this is Nothing But the Truth. You have been tapped in with me, your girl, Noni Juice. That has been jamming.
It's amazing.
We always keeping it juicy. All right. Thank you for tapping in. And the Tori Lowe Show is up next.
Get the beat of the Bucks straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend. Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson, a Bucks Plus audio production. Your weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks and conversations with the biggest names in basketball. This week, Marcus and his son Chris are joined by Milwaukee Bucks president Peter Fagan. Find Here District now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcast.
It's Dr. Ken Harris, and you can watch me now live on YouTube every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m., and you can watch the best radio show in Wisconsin by going to 1017 The Truth on YouTube. Watch me explore the issues which are shaping our community while also having fun discussions, pop culture, current events, all kind of stuff going on right here on YouTube right now by subscribing to 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube.
One smile is great, but one smile in a community of smiles is so much better. A smile has a secret power that most people don't know about.